But it's my ex-wife actually she was a model in New York, and like she was really good friends with Kim Porter, who was Diddy's wife, the one who died at 47 from pneumonia. And it was like,
that's what they
when
said.
that happened, she called me, and this was a couple years ago now, maybe not even, a couple years ago, and she called me like, something's up with that. I go, what do you mean? She's like, oh, dude, Kim used to tell me like. It was a bad, like, there's a lot of weird shit that I didn't even know that, like, but they were like, they'd do photo shoots together or whatever. They were sort of friendly. Like, they'd hang out. Like, we'd see them out downtown, and like, I'd hang out with her. Not so much with Diddy. I think it was already sort of over there, but like, she was really afraid of him. And
really?
Yeah. Like, this goes back years. We saw her like a couple of weeks, whatever it was, and she goes, yeah, man, she was sort of always in fear of something happening. And I was like, maybe it's natural, but like, not a lot of people die at 47 of pneumonia. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, wow. Especially people who,
Wait a damn minute. The Diddler had been carrying HIV the entire time, and Kim Porter was a victim of the germ? Girl, I thought we were past this entire Diddy saga, but more people are finally talking about how he ruined the life of everyone around him, and Kimora Lee still isn't about to let anyone forget what he did to Kim Porter. Well, the official story is that Kim died suddenly from pneumonia, and the remaining details about her death have always been a mystery. But Kimora and other sources close to Kim knew that along with the physical abuse, the freak-offs and parties he always got her to participate in had done a number to her health, and she was battling to keep it under check. That's why they find it hard to believe that she simply passed away from pneumonia, and are saying that Diddy got the autopsy tampered with to keep anyone from finding out what really killed her, and keep his image protected at all costs. I mean, pretty sure you have heard everything that Cassie exposed about the countless male escorts, hour-long FO sessions without protection that left her with all sorts of infection. But before Cassie, it was Kim.
Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book. Bruh, when y'all look at this thing and saying force, y'all think this that he probably threatened to beat her, threatened to do something like that. That ain't what force is. It could come from the mentality. Yo, he put her in a certain position, in a certain situation, in a certain time in her life. You understand what I'm saying? That she saw no way out other than doing what he told her to do. He had mentally controlled her. It's like a pimp.
Kim was one person that really went through it with Diddy. They started dating around 1994 in the early days of his career and lasted for over a decade until they eventually broke it off in 2007. But what people didn't know was that Kim had tried to leave multiple times. Whenever she tried to leave, Diddy would monitor her, cut off her finances, and get physically aggressive because he used that fear to maintain control. But all of that was only one layer of her mistreatment.
Nobody, bro. Kim couldn't have nobody. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Diddy could do whatever, Puff could do whatever he wanted to do, Brother Love could do whoever he wanted to be. If Kim ever tried to get with somebody, Puff would interfere with them or with her trying to be with them. He wasn't letting that happen. Unless he was bringing them to the picture. That's what he used Kim for, bro. He wanted to make a deal with somebody. He'll get another girl and a guy that he's trying to make a deal with, and him and Kim, they all party together. Man, he used Kim for that shit.
Rumors about foul play have been circulating for years because several people who were close to Kim knew that she was his tool for getting deals done and winning over people to his side. Whenever there was someone Diddy wanted to get close to, he would invite them over and bring Kim along, and they would party together until the man or woman eventually gave in. When she gave her testimony in Diddy's case, Capricorn Clark, his former secretary, basically confirmed that Diddy was more like a pimp than a boyfriend to both Kim and Cassie. She would set up hotel rooms for both women for freak-offs at different hotels once a week. Whatever was in Cassie's room was also in Kim's room. And Diddy would not only sleep with them, but bring in different men, including escorts, until both women were exhausted and had to use IVs to recuperate. Cassie also mentioned that by the time she left Diddy, their activities had taken a toll on her health. She had suffered so many STDs back to back to the point that Cipro, a common antibiotic, no longer worked for her, and she needed to take stronger medication. She also revealed that Diddy had access to her private medical records since he would pay off her doctors or anyone else she would meet for medical attention. So no wonder people agreed that Diddy tampered with Kim's medical records too. Clayton Howard, one of the escorts that was hired for Diddy's freak-offs and even listed by the prosecution as one of the witnesses against Diddy, admitted that he'd gotten multiple STDs from them having unprotected sex together, which wasn't part of the agreement. More recently, Saucy Santana's ex-boyfriend, Chef D, came online to put him and Young Miami on blast. He claimed that the reason Saucy and Young Miami were such good friends was because they were both sleeping with Diddy. In fact, he had to end the relationship after finding out that Saucy got HIV from Diddy and was trying to use him as a cover-up.
Oh, I swerve you, bitch. You can never swerve me, you big back, patty whack, give a dog a bone ass bitch. Excuse me? Miss Bumpy? Never. Ever. I would never stick my dick in you. It's too pretty. And the Spanish poppies deserve it.
And if this was what she went through, what are the chances that Kim also didn't get infected with multiple STDs and anything else you can think of? The official autopsy report claims that Kim Porter died from pneumonia after she was found unresponsive in her home on November 15, 2018. The LA County Medical Examiner confirmed that Kim died from lobar pneumonia and that the manner of death was natural. It was reported that she complained of a sore throat on November 7th, and by November 12th, her temperature had risen to 102 degrees and she was treated with antibiotics and painkillers. But the strange part is, Kim's condition improved and her temperature was back to normal. She even had a deep tissue massage and watched movies with her family the night before she was found unresponsive. The coroner's report claimed that there was no known history of drug or alcoholism and no signs of trauma. And from what Capricorn Clark revealed during her testimony, we now know that report is entirely false. Given what came out, it's extremely unlikely that Kim didn't have drugs in her system when she passed. And if anyone knows the truth, it's Kimora. And according to several insiders, she has been speaking up. Several unconfirmed reports also say that Kimora is working on the case of her own, so Diddy stays locked in and Kim can finally get her justice. When it comes to the exact circumstances surrounding Kim's death, things get even more questionable. It all traces back to a since-deleted article published by the Hollywood Street King, which claimed Kim was found lying on her bed with red fluid on her pillowcases, along with a slight trail of red fluid leading from the bedroom floor toward the bathroom. The article also alleged that Kim had been strategically placed on the bed in a way that could potentially interfere with the police investigation. And if that wasn't enough to raise questions about the pneumonia explanation, there were also claims involving the original coroner assigned to Kim's case, Ed Winter. According to the allegations, Winter concluded that Kim's death was a homicide after reportedly finding toxins in her system. But before he could allegedly make those findings public, he was removed from the case and replaced by another coroner. That second coroner ultimately rejected Winter's findings and ruled that Kim died from pneumonia. What made that conclusion even more controversial were statements attributed to Kim's family and personal doctor, who reportedly said she had no known pre-existing health conditions that would have made her particularly vulnerable to pneumonia.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia likes.
As much as he gave Kim a touching tribute and continued to speak positively about her after she passed, Diddy cared more about what she knew about him and what she and her autopsy could expose about his life. Get this, the day Kim died, everything went missing. from her phones to her laptop, and just about anything that could have revealed sensitive information that she had about him. Like how Kim caught Diddy with Andre Harrell, footage of Diddy with Usher, and all the things Diddy used to do to 14-year-old Usher, including an alleged STD. The thing is, as much as Diddy has been with other women while he was with Kim Porter and after their relationship ended, she is still the one woman that's really tied to him. So if her autopsy report showed that she was battling with HIV and other STDs, fingers are immediately going to point to Diddy as the culprit. And that would have been true. Kim's dad, Jake Porter, also dismissed the original investigation as a load of crap. And he believes that the only reason why the report says she died of natural causes was because Diddy was involved. However, his claims were put to the side, and Diddy was allowed to go scot-free. And he would have gotten away with it if Cassie didn't expose his lifestyle and what really happens to the women that get involved with him. And as usual, people have a lot to say. One user said, "Omg G, injected Kim Porter with germs? Omg G, I hope not." Another person said, "She was gonna do a tell-all book on Diddy and his corrupt power and evil, so she had to go." But do you think the autopsy report that Kim got was false? Sound off in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe. See you later, baddies.